You wear all white, I wear all white, but I look better. You wear all black, I wear all black, but I look better. Look at your toes, look at your hoes, look at your sweater. Look at your house, look at your couch, look at your weather. I'm on my 21 Savage, elevated above average.
Yeah. Got the new co-host of Don Core and Dricanhippie show. She said she joining it. You know what I'm saying? She joining the pod. She said it. Say something to the people, man.
I'm joining. I'm in.
You heard? We here, man. Y'all got a problem, you heard? New episode coming soon, man. Shout out to Chun Chun, man. Shout out to Don Core, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow everything Don Core and Dricanhippie and Chun Chun.
Niggas is habits, watch and see, niggas is habits. I don't trust your kids, I don't trust your ears, I don't trust them niggas, I'm goated. Don't remember the last time I shared with them niggas from me, last time I had a show there. They were trying to get money, talking about figures, chilling on the block all day long. Couldn't say nothing, I was on vocal rest, meditating on when I do my new song. This shit gon' be hot, this shit gon' pop.
They gon' be like that shit fire.
I'ma be like it, I was working so hard, my back was
on the wire.
I was trying to get lit, trying to forget all the shit that's wrong with me. These people keep watching, I'ma show these niggas what it's gonna be. Yeah.
I had to throw my all white on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to B.Fortune, man. Y'all already know what time it is with B.Fortune. That's the queen right there, man. Shout out to B.Fortune. Make sure y'all go check out all her music.
It was definitely a let me play it back again.
Yeah, she got repeat value. She got a lot of repeat value. That other song that you was hearing, Sheets.
Yeah.
That's her too.
Oh, okay, good.
So she got that real soulful, you know what I mean? I fuck with her music, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her again. Like I said, I was just at an event like a couple days ago and she was performing. It was like a fashion show as well. So you hear her performing and shit like that. So shout out to her, man. Make sure y'all go stream her music and all that shit. But welcome back to the Don Core and Dricanhippie show. Y'all already know what time it is, man.
What's up?
We are your hosts.
Oh, words.
Chun
Sorry.
Chun. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
This is Chun Chun real quick in the building. What's up?
We
have a lot to talk about.
That's a fact. Talking to the mic. You can bring it close to you.
But to be honest with you, before we talk about that, like we gotta understand like how we met.
That's a fact.
You know, I was at an art event and
shout out to Sosa.
Yeah, word. Sosa, he had it in his live. On Instagram, and just so happened that I see my painting, and I was like, and he recorded it, and he was like, shout it out, oh, it's good.
And it's crazy, I was sitting right in front of you.
He was. I didn't repeat. I was like, yo, who is this? Like, this is so anonymous. What? So, yeah. So when that happened, I reached out to him, and then we went and did like a little interview on my painting and all of that. And months went by, and then he just hit me up. He was like, "Yo, like you want to know a podcast?" I was like,
"That's a fact."
Hey, cool.
That's
like
a fact.
At this point, it's more helping out, not just being out there. It's just the vibe that I got with you.
Yeah.
And it was just like a. All right, I can rock with you. I can rock with you. Like that's
what I'm saying, and that's why I wanted the text not to break the 4-4. You know what I'm saying? That we was just having like before you came. You know what I mean? Like I don't ever want it to feel uncomfortable, especially with business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I want this to be it's business. You know what I mean? And it's a personal relationship because you're a cool person and we could talk behind camera. You know what I'm saying? So, but like she said. I fell in love with that art piece and I was like, yo, let me record it and this is how I network, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I posted it and she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, yo, I do a podcast. If you ever want to like promote your art or anything like that, you could come on my show, you know? She took the opportunity and during that interview, make sure y'all go check the interview out, you know what I'm saying? She put it in the air. She was like, I do a podcast as well. I got my own podcast. And then I was like, I tested her. She ain't know. I tested her right there. I said,
come on now.
I said, let's do some topics that you do. And you hit me with some shit right there.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? And we spoke about it. We went back and forth, and that stuck in my brain. It stuck in the back of my brain, and I was like, yo, the crowd know what we doing now. We starting to bring new co-hosts and everything like that. So I was like, yo, you mind doing episode? And she was like, hell yeah. Let's get it, you know what I'm saying? Right. So we back at it, like I said, with the Dricanhippie show. We are your hosts,
Chun Chun
and Dricanhippie here, the highest hippie in the room, of course. And this should be episode 267, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Darko. I don't know where he at, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. My man is a nomad, you know what I'm saying? But how's everything been since the last time we spoke? How you been? How's everything flowing in your world, in your universe, Queen?
I try to take one day at a time, to be honest with you. Like, at first, I was the type of person where I feel like I had to, like, load so much on my schedule just to feel in, you know? And the shit just weirded me out. So
what you mean to feel in?
Meaning as, like, when you have, like, a regular lifestyle. Regular lifestyle was going to work, going home, and for me, it's going to work, going home, painting, going to events, putting on events, and it gets there. So it's like there's days when people are like, "How you been?" People like
struggling, like for real.
You know, so at some
juggling shit,
but now
shit.
I don't feel that. You know, I feel more at ease. So when you say that, it's like, yeah, like, I'm good. I think everything's going how I want it to go. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna play something right in a little bit, and we're gonna jump into a conversation. But I kind of been in that space too, in my comfort with myself. Like, not to say nothing bad, because I'm not saying nothing bad about the person. Right. But I got out of a 6-year relationship. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And just the pressure that I put on myself, and like, I'm like a real, like, I put trust first, you know what I'm saying? So if, like, I get a little bit of distrust, I start acting a certain way. So now that I left all that, and, like, I'm starting to see it from a point of view, it's like, I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have been more trustworthy, did all the things that you know you did wrong, right? But I'm more at peace with myself now, as in, like, I do this 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? I go to work, I come home. Like you said, I just did an event in January, and I'm just trying to keep myself busy. But I am more at peace with myself. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So,
see, what you just said a while ago about the relationship part. It's more of a lot of us has expectations. We spoke about that before. Yeah. And most of the time, expectations come from something that you're accustomed to. Yeah. You know, so if you're this type of way, you expect the person you're with to be that way too. You know, like, that shit fucks people's head up. I'm sorry to say. And a lot of us expect things. Certain things are expected. Yes, certain things are expected. Okay, but some things it's just, that's who that person is.
I'm gonna take it like a scolding right now, what she's saying to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's true.
I'm being,
and you hitting on a point to where I was at in that relationship, where I'm expecting you. I'm an on-time person. She's a run late person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if I gotta be there on time. I used to be like, yo, you gotta be here. She'd be like, nigga, you got with me because you know who I am. So it's like, so
you just hit it on the nail. You know who I am.
Exactly.
So why would you expect her to come 5 minutes early? Like, because
I did it.
Right, exactly. It don't work like that. See, and I say to myself, and like I said, I only could explain what I've been through, okay, and what I experienced. And what I experienced is, yes, I was that expectation girl before, and once upon a time, you know, and I had to really, like, fucking sit there and say to myself, like, what you showed me is who you are. I can't expect nothing else than what you showed me.
See, what you see is what you get.
So why would I expect that? So sometimes you have to really, like, just accept the person for who they are. If you can't accept it, then
And that's why, like,
go.
And that's why I sit back now. And to be honest, before we finish this conversation, that's why I need this energy as a host on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to talk about different shit like this in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people out here that go through shit like that. You know what I mean? And now that you saying it, you know what I mean? And I've been saying it to myself. And now that I look back on it, it's like I take... We're not going to use the word because, you know what I mean? But of what I did, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know what I did wrong, but the split was amicable and it was needed for both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I hope she's doing good. You know what I'm saying? I still love you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I still love you. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the point in life where I'm at right now. Like, it is what it is and control what you can control. Don't try to go out your realm no more, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit used to... You see these? That's what it gave me. All these gray hairs. Trying to control shit that I can't control, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Just...
Sometimes you just gotta, like,
shit happens.
Just go with the flow. Like, you know... we're not off topic, but there's a question that always asks when you date somebody you first date, right? Well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's always a pause.
Yeah.
Over the times I that question has been asked to me. You know what I say? If I accomplish everything that I need to accomplish in 5 years, I'll be there. So that's how you have to treat people.
Yeah.
You know, if everything's accomplished and everything's going accordingly, then you'll see the person that you need to be with.
And now that you say that, it's something that seeps into me because that's how I've been living, and I'm like I'm taking mad ownership to this shit, to mad shit today. You know what I'm saying?
You got to, like,
I'm a procrastinator. So when I say certain shit, it's like to better myself. Sometimes I procrastinate on that, and I look back and I be like, damn, bro, you could have been doing this, and now you doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I wanted...
Don't beat yourself up for that.
Yeah, I wanted everything to be perfect.
See, what is perfect?
I don't know. Now that I'm about to hit 35 years old, and that's still, I don't...
Let me tell you something.
That much now.
If you found perfect, everybody would be with each other. There'll be no breakup. There'll be no divorce. There'll be nothing. There'll be no side chicks, no side niggas, no sneaky links. There'll be none of that.
And for me,
because if you're perfect,
and for me to be more detailed about what I mean by perfect, for me in my world was financial. You know what I mean? And that will never be perfect.
That tends to be a problem.
Yeah, because everybody wants to be a millionaire, and it's like, bro, everybody can't reach that, but you got to be able to know how to structure your money. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at in
thousands, no nigga, but you ain't got millions. You know
what I'm saying?
But
so,
you can reach there.
I mean, you can reach it. It's very obtainable. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean is, like, sometimes if that's something that you're really focused on, like, it could fuck up, like you said, a lot of other parts of your life.
Yeah, like...
So that was something that I always was like, damn, I don't... Like, I'm 35, and this the next topic I'm going to go into. I'm 35 with no kids, single, you know what I'm saying? I got a college degree. I work a job, you know what I'm saying? I do a podcast. And for the first time, it don't happen often, but for the first time I tried to talk to somebody, right?
Right.
And she, like... She's an upfront person. She said, yo, why you ain't got no kids? And I'm like...
why you nosy, Mr.
You know what I mean? Like, my response now at this time where I'm at is... I want one, but it just hasn't happened for me yet.
Right.
Before, like 2-3 years ago, I would be like, because I don't want one because I don't want no crazy baby moms or money issues.
Why is it when guys talk about kids, baby mother is the first, crazy baby mother is the first thing.
And it's fucked up because there's a lot of fuck boys out here too.
That's a stigma right there. Like, I don't want to get to the crazy baby mother. Well, nigga, you was fucking her. The fifth time you could have knew when she's crazy, my nigga.
Go back to what we said.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you know. after five sessions, my nigga, you know she's crazy or not.
Yes.
So you know who you picked. Like
again,
keep going.
Not on age. It was just immature mindset for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still working on myself. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. And this is one thing. This word stuck to me a lot, and I use it, and now I understand it. And I don't think if people use this logic, maybe they will have understanding, you know, and control their emotions, you know, and their feelings. You know, the emotions is a motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. And people's mindset and people's heart is two different things. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. You could have a guy that loves the fuck out of you. That's his heart, you know. But he can still fuck on you. That's how he thinks.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if you understand somebody, and this is where when you break up with somebody and you're like, I can't understand how this shit happened. You did this, da da da. But if you understand how he thinks and understand his mindset, you will really understand a person. You will really understand, like, damn, like, now I understand why you done that. And understanding is, you know, you communicating and telling the person why you done it so they could understand.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say that is because when me and the person I was with broke up and he told me everything, it gave me so much understanding of how, like, he gave me so much understanding of how he thinks, how his mindset was. You understand? Yeah. And the only reason that I said I can only speak from experience and what I know. So this is the reasons why I say when people do things, it's how they think. Mm-hmm. It's how it's their logic. It's how they put shit together. So do you beat yourself for that? Do you beat the person for that? That's how you think. I'm sorry. Like, so if you think like that, I'm not gonna change you. You gotta change yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so those things like I said, mindset is something that I feel like if once you understand a nigga or understand a female, your feelings won't be as hard because you understand. And once you don't have no understanding, you can't move on. Once you don't have an understanding, you always think like, oh, it's me. No, nigga, it ain't you. It was never you. You know, so understand someone and understand how they move, how they do things. Your feelings would not be in it.
And that
that's deep, but it is true.
And it is deep, and that's as a person where you got to take the responsibility to be like, yo, look in the mirror and be like, yo, where was that? You know what I'm saying?
Some people don't do that.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at in the part of my life. I'm for everything that I do right now besides relationships, like, you know, business wise, health wise, you know what I mean, physical, everything is like mentally. I look at myself in the mirror at the end of the day and be like, did you do the job that you set out to do today? You know what I mean? Like, just make sure that, like, right now, for some reason, the last 2-3 days, when I wake up, I work out, I do a little meditation, probably, like, right now, I could probably go, like, 7 minutes, just quiet.
Okay.
Just sitting there.
All right.
And then I pick up whatever book I got down there in my library. Right now, I picked up Asada, and I've just been reading chapters of that. I'm on, like, the 3rd, 4th chapter right now. And I'm just reading books and just working on my craft right now, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I try to do right now.
So when you do that, how do you feel? Versus when you don't do it?
I feel more at ease and more like ready to take on the day. Cause before, when it was like my other routine, I definitely would not elaborate on that. My other routine before, when I used to wake up, and in this current routine, I'll add, like, in between everything, I'll smoke my spliff. You know what I'm saying? But before, it was just like straight wake up, smoke my spliff, do some other dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And just sit there and watch TV and be like, all right, let me look through Instagram and see if I come up with some topics. But now it's more like a structure. So and before, like you said, it will make me feel like, oh, I gotta go do this now. I gotta go outside and do this. Like, I don't even want to do that. But now it's like I could take on the world.
Enthused to do it. You're not.
Yeah, I'm ready to take on the day now. You know what I mean? So, like, I just went to the market earlier with my moms, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, yo, I'm making sliders for dinner today. And I was like, nah, starting today just real quick for me. Cold turkey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do like, pause, no meats or nothing like that.
Oh, good. I'm a vegan.
I just bought some fruits, and I was like, let me just do fruit salads for, you know what I mean, throughout the day for the next 2 weeks, just to see if I could do it, one, and how it makes my body.
You know how you should do it? You should do it like, let's do it like this.
Go ahead.
You take like 1 week, just, vegan. And the next week, you just do like, out of the 1 day out of that week, do like a whatever meat you want to eat. But the majority of your meals is gonna be a vegan meal.
But it should be.
But at least have one type of meat, just to.
Okay, because I really like hamburgers.
If you that type of. I don't like hamburgers at all.
So I want to try to. I don't want to try to do too much red meat. You know what I'm saying? So I might just stick to chicken. You know what I mean? Skinless chicken and shit. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just for
skin on and skin off is still motherfucking chicken.
I know. I understand. I'm not trying to go the vegan route just yet, but I'm taking I just ordered some Hippies online. You know what I'm saying? You know them chips, right? You saw them?
What is that?
Nah, they like. I guess they like in that vein though, vegan chips type shit, but they like Cool Ranch, you know what I'm saying? They said they good for you, so I'm trying them. And I might try to be like, yo, let me get a sponsorship. My name is Dricanhippie. Y'all chips is called Hippies, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it, you know what I mean? Trying to cross brand everywhere, for real. But she said that was a red flag. Not having no kids at my age.
I mean, you know what it is? And as coming from a female standpoint, and I guess, like I said, coming from experience, because I want to talk from what I know. Number one, that's like kind of a stigma right there. What I mean by that, because on the other side, guys think of the same thing too. Like, why you don't have a kid?
Yeah, like, what's up with you, mama?
Right, but I think on a guy's part, I think it's more better on his part. Like, well, damn, like, you don't have a kid, like. Okay, I don't know. Coming from a guy standpoint, like if a girl don't have a kid, what do y'all think? Me? Yeah, what do y'all think?
It's a great thing.
Okay, now on a female, think messy.
I mean, I've been to step pops in a couple of relationships though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So now let's go on a female's perspective, right? He's probably a playboy. Okay. He probably just don't want to commit,
Fuck that.
He's a fuckboy.
I'm just chilling.
I don't know. I'm just saying, but then certain females, there's on the other side of females, you have females where maybe he just didn't find nobody that he want to really settle down with. Like, same as a female. As some of us, the same thing. Like, we may like you, but do I want to carry your kid? Like, it's so much that goes into it, you know? And people, like, a kid is a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong about that. This is who you have it with, And it's not just only you, it's your families, everybody around you.
Can I ask the question?
Go ahead.
You got?
I had. She passed away.
Okay.
But it's something that I feel that, it's to be something between you and the person you decide, so it's like, but it comes more, and that's a conversation for real. Yeah, it is, because like it's not just to be honest with you and the kids, not just gonna be only you out too. Your family's gonna be there, your friends gonna be there. Unless y'all isolate and move the fuck away and never come back, Yeah, that's a fact. That happens and that's too. The decision that y'all made. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just and I feel like then it goes on the part of how you and that person's bond, how y'all are together. Okay. So it all plays out, but it should be a beautiful thing. It shouldn't be something like you said before. I gotta go crazy ass baby mama. Like, don't think. If you think that's something people do. People go into relationships thinking like that. Why you gotta go and thinking that this bitch is gonna be crazy? That makes you look crazy, but you don't say it out loud to yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and either if you say it to yourself or out loud, the words go into the universe, and it's like it's on now. She crazy. It's on now. You got her.
This is what you asked for.
Right.
You say you ain't want it, but you were saying that you wanted it low key. See?
Know how much crazy?
Fucked up.
Yeah, like that shit's crazy.
Shout out to my future baby moms, man. Whoever you are, we gonna be good.
Don't be crazy, okay? Please don't be crazy.
I'm working on myself to make sure I don't make you go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's my fault. I be doing some dumb shit, bro.
Sometimes y'all really put out peace. I put some mind at like y'all. Well, I should say y'all need to put out peace of mind at ease.
We be testing that shit.
Yeah, and then we test y'all asses back. Y'all want to kick us out?
We the ones that act like a
bitches.
A bitch. Yeah, I ain't gonna. Listen, man, I've been in those shoes plenty of times, man. You see, Don Lemon said women have a problem.
No.
And it goes to what we talk about. He was like, certain men don't have sex with certain women at certain age because they outside their prime. And he was on CNN when he said this. The lady was like, whoa. Like, what you mean? We talk about her running for president, my boy. Like, so what prime we talk about right now? I'm trying to understand what we talking about, bro. Like, that shit fucked everybody. We on live TV and you Don Lemon. Like, you just said some dumb shit. Like, so I don't know. Like she said, it's more like what you talking about. Her body, like kids wise, or she can't run for president because, as we see right now, I mean, we'd never see him, but
right.
He's not the perfect bill of health right now. Our president,
it's always
like he's like 80 years old. He turned around and he's about to shake a hand. Ain't nobody there. Like, you know what I mean? They don't. It's a double standard, is what I'm saying.
It has to look good for TV. It has to look good for TV.
So you gotta have the white man up there.
I mean,
and I don't know. I think they were talking about a lady a woman that's running for like mayor or something from somewhere. I don't know the full shit. But
yes, I've heard. Black, right? Yes, she's. I mean,
is it Keisha Lance?
Mm-hmm.
I heard she going at Trump head right now. She not playing no games in Atlanta though. She locking everybody up.
If she gets Atlanta, that's pretty good for her, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When people get really too much exposure, you know, sometimes they tend to throw balls at you and shit.
When they try to break a certain ceiling, it's
right.
Like,
you know, so she's been breaking a lot of barriers right now, and that's a pretty good thing. Like, she's really strong about it. So let's speak it to the universe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Mm-mm.
So talk to me. You into sports? Watched All-Star Weekend this weekend? Shit was alright, you know what I'm saying? Shit was alright. I really be watching for like to see if the dunk contest and 3-point contest is good, but
I guess it's not the same how it used to be. Like,
sports, right? In general. And there's a lot of like hot key words that be going out in sports, like scripts. They be like, yo, the NFL is scripted, so you already know who gonna win. It's like, alright, buddy.
See, that's the thing that I really don't really go hard over social media.
Okay.
Like, you have so much opinions, so much viewpoints. So when you hear certain things, you're always gonna have like a one-sided, probably double, you know. But nobody is never all gonna come together and be like all agree on something. So what you just said a while ago, you know, about and what I said, like, I don't, you know, really watch it like that. Yeah. And you're like, well, I like it for the dunk contest and shit like that.
Yeah, you still could have somebody else that can carry a conversation with me.
So it's just more of like you're always going to have someone that's, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I really don't care. And then you always going to have some people like, yeah, I still watch it. I'm a diehard fan, you know.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Let me see where I wanted to go with this. So I think this is a topic that we was getting into behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Should people be dating seriously if one side is like super duper broke? Like,
man,
does that matter?
First of all,
we just spoke about it. It was basically in the conversation we was having.
We were. No, don't get me wrong. But what you gotta understand is this. That kind of ties with equal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like, do we both gotta be equal to be in a relationship together? You know, like, so if what is the definition of broke to you is first before we get into the topic? What is the definition of broke to you?
Again, where I'm at now, broke to me is if you not happy with where you at in life. Meaning, if you don't got the people around you that you want, if you're not doing a job or a career or a hobby or something in that vein that you want to do, if you don't got the significant other that you want, it's not always about
money or financially, right? Okay.
You know what I mean? It's more for me about like, I feel enriched or rich every night my niece comes here to stay the night because her pops work overnight, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she runs straight to my room. Uncle, you work tonight? Let's chill for an hour before you go to work. So I feel good with that. Me and my mom's relationship, you know what I mean?
So you feel rich with life, like
yeah, like I'm not there where I want to be with money,
and
but
that's a type of richness too. You know?
But a couple years ago, you would have asked me that, I'd have been like, yo, I need like 10 bands in my shit right now because a nigga hurting. You know what I mean? So what is it to you?
So because I get this question a lot, you know, and what you gotta understand is you gonna know when someone is broke, you know, versus someone's not, right? So you wouldn't really go too far with the person, but let's just say you do, right? And you really like this person, and this person is showing you qualities and stuff like that, but this person is still got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? So I will only question, let's just say that we do get married, right? We get a house and we get a family, and it comes to the part where y'all have to talk about it. You know, if you're not making that much, but I am, something got to give. Because if you really like this person, your money shouldn't be really a problem. You should work a solution.
Yeah.
You should.
There's
plenty of people that don't have money at nothing.
Yeah. Because even if, like, let's say both sides are financially fit, there still could be a money problem.
Hello, come on.
Because one side still going to feel like, I'm making more. Like, so you got to... Like you're saying, you got to come up with a solution. That is a problem
too when it comes to money.
Because people always think like what we talking about, like one got more and one got less. But what if both are really accomplished and there's still a money problem there?
There's always gonna be a money problem there, no matter what. Because
listen, nigga, I built my shit on my own. Listen, bitch, I built my shit on my own. Now it's over.
Because then they're gonna be thinking like, well, I bought this and then I bought that and I did this and it shouldn't be I or what. You know, why is it always an I, nigga? I thought when we got married, I thought it was a we.
I thought it was a we, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where you communicate to your other and say, yo, like, what's gonna go down? Like, we get married, like, what you feel comfortable doing?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, listen, I would like for me, I like to play like the crib, bro.
What you mean?
Like, I like to be like the stay-at-home dad type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, chilling type shit. I mean, that still work, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to clean,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I like to do laundry and shit like that. I don't like to chill with the kid. I mean, again, with that conversation, I don't got a kid still. So I don't know what it is to have your own and you got to keep it 24/7. Like I said, my niece, I be like, yo, here, I'm done.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that really is when you got your kid 24/7 with you and he's really like getting on that nerve.
I think I think the relationship will be a little bit different, you know, living. I don't think you'll be like, yo.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
drop to grandma. You know what I'm saying?
It's good. It's good for wordplay right now, but when that shit happens, and I'm like, yo, I
damn,
gotta go.
Yo, no, where my son at? Hold up, bring it back. Hold up, you're gonna feel that. Yes, you are.
We're gonna watch this shit in the future and be like, look, what you said, bro?
What you said? Like, you said you didn't even want me, nigga. Fuck off of me.
That's fucked up.
You old asshole.
I love you. Come here. Word, cause they gon' yo listen, man. I like I just said, I'm about to be 35. If and when I do have a kid, I'm gonna be a grandfather already. That only gonna be running over me like, yo, listen, pops, don't play yourself. I'm gonna be like, damn, you got it, bro. You got it. It's all right. Yeah, catch you when you sleep. I'm gonna catch you when you sleep. That's a fact. But we started a conversation on the show recently. Because it's 2023, so in August it's gonna be 50 years of hip hop. So we started the conversation of we gonna start our list.
Okay.
Top 50 of all time. You know what I'm saying? So just to start the conversation, like you into hip hop, you into music.
Yes.
Who are not your like list top 5? Who are some of your favorite artists of all time? Let's go with hip hop though. We talking about hip hop.
Hip hop. I'm not gonna put you out there.
My audience, no, I'm a Backstreet baby. You know? I'm a Backstreet baby. Backstreet.
Oh no! Oh no! All right, let me see. What do I listen to? Kind of hard. Let me see. Because I really don't have a favorite. Why I don't have a favorite? Because you will always have another favorite. Another favorite. Another favorite. Like you know, like
if, like basketball. Right?
If I like something, I'm gonna like it. It's not really a favorite. It's more like a okay. But there's always a but. If I see myself repeating a song over and over and over again,
try to look into that artist.
Yes, and see why. Why do I keep
what you got that's touching me?
Yeah, like it's so, and that's why sometimes I just be like, wow, like all right, and I try not to go with like mainstream media, like the
Jay-Z,
the top 10.
Kendrick,
you know what? Yeah, I like to go down to like 35. You know, because those they actually saying
that's
something.
where the talent is at.
Yeah,
really.
like I saw like I said, if I have artists favorite, it's too much. So it's more it's something that catches me. Then yes,
I feel you because like I like to throw out names like Ab-Soul, Joey Badass, you know what I'm saying? Action Bronson, Mac Miller, names like that. Just because it's like it's not.
It narrows that genre of those people.
Yeah, it's not Kendrick or J. Cole or Drake. You know what I'm saying? But then you can name, if you name in the top 50, you do have to consider accolades or different things of this nature. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, because I know for sure we got Sean Price in our top 50. And he's not somebody that a lot of people would be like, oh, they'll be like, who's that? You know what I'm saying? But he's super lyrical. He's super like, his impact in music is like, I give it an A, you know what I mean? Cadence, storytelling, you know what I mean? So it's like, I put a lot of stock into different shit.
You know what? That's mostly what it is. More of visual with words. Like, if I, like, that's why I say if I go and I, like, look up this artist, if I'm listening to this artist and I can actually visualize what they're saying so clear, it catches me.
Yeah.
Some of these artists, it's just like a lullaby. It's just like it doesn't.
Have you ever heard that name before, Ab-Soul?
Yes.
All right, you listen to him?
Yes.
All right, cool. Because he's one of those for me. At a point, I was like, I wasn't in school. I was out of work and everything. I was just walking around. And I started listening to him, and I was like, oh, shit, this nigga's feeding my soul right now, you know what I mean? And it inspired me to do different shit, and that's when I came up with my name, because, you know, their crew is called Black Hippie. So I got Dricanhippie from them type shit, you know what I mean? But Book of Soul is one of them songs that's like, you heard that song, Book of Soul, when he's talking about his girl that passed away?
No. I don't think okay, so.
You gotta hear that one.
You gotta send it to me.
Got you.
All right. But I was gonna say is in college I used to always listen to like old school hip hop. Like up till today too. And there's one song, and that was my Instagram name back then, you know. My Instagram name back then was called Black Shampoo. I'm gonna tell you why Black Shampoo. There was a song from Wu-Tang. It's called Black Shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking about catering to his woman after a long day, you know. And it hit me because it's like, this nigga is so fucking visual in this song that I honestly thought I was in the bathtub, my nigga, and he's like rubbing me down with cinnamon, you know. So I was just like, yo, this is crazy. wow, you know. So like, if you could get me to be like that, then yeah, I'm gonna really be like, wow. And that's the type of music that I'm trying to like. So like, don't get me wrong, I still listen to, you know, the Young Blue and Future and all that. Yeah. But it's not something that.
But I need that. A little love, it is love that we live by.
Yeah. When I'm alone, that's my music. When I'm alone.
Yeah.
But when I'm around people, you know, you're gonna get that regular ass shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but
I want that.
When I'm in the crib, I do like me. I love storytelling. Like,
yeah.
If you make it so visual to like, even like let's do a mainstream artist. Even like Biggie, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, his storytelling was so like crazy. Like,
his words made it more like you want to listen to more.
You watched this documentary?
Yeah, I did.
Right. So when they got to the part where the jazz musician was talking about his cadence,
correct,
it made so much sense, right?
Yeah, because you
that nigga was a genius.
His well,
he died at 25,
and then it was more Puffy too, you know, with the ears and listening to how to put, you know, a old beat with his generation at that time was new, you know, and putting it together and really saying like, yo, like how, like, I want to know where were you or him, and what was he thinking at that time for that to happen?
For which song though? Juicy?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, were you just sitting down listening to it?
Yeah, because you hear the
like,
original of that song, and it's like, you hear a rapper on that?
Right, so it's like, I always question that, and I always get fascinated about certain songs and how they put it together. Like, what, like, the writer, of course, you know, like, what were you doing at that moment? Like, what was you thinking at that moment?
And it blows your mind when the nigga say, yo, I was just smoking weed and had a couple bitches.
You know, or I was just eating. I was eating cereal. I was listening to it. You know, it's just simple.
Have you ever tried to do anything to music?
No.
I tried to rap one time, and it was like breaking my brain because I don't know. There's a scheme and a style to it where a regular person like me would be like, yo, nah, but you gotta rap, you gotta rhyme every word with this word.
Yeah,
and they know how to
be
put
precise with it.
Yeah, different words into it and make it still flow and still go. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to disrespect that game ever. Like, I love hip hop too much, bro. Like, for real, I love that shit too much. It changed me, honestly. Like, I tell a lot of people this shit. Like, my earliest thing was like, we was walking down Gates Avenue in Brooklyn right here, and some dude was driving real fast in his car. This is early 90s, like 9/7 or some shit. And he was bumping Hypnotized. And I just heard the beat, and I was like that shit really caught my ear. And then it was like, I went to my aunt crib, and she had the Busta Rhymes video playing, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Then, like I said, Cole introduced me to that shit.
That was more like a culture shock for you too, right?
Not really, because, again, I moved here so early, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, and then the block I moved on to, it was like, I don't want to say it like this, but all my friends was black, you know what I'm saying? But the one that did expose me more to it, that was like, yo, let's break the door down, is my Cole. He was like, yo, listen, bro, this, you got to listen to this, though. You listening to certain shit, but you listening to, like you said, the commercial shit. Listen to this real quick. And Jay-Z was not commercial yet. It was still about to get there. So he was like, listen to this real quick. Then he started giving me different shit. Then I started coming to him with shit. He was like, oh, all right, you got your ear now.
Right.
And then it was just over from there, you know what I'm saying? So hip-hop just breeds, for me, like, it just breeds a different level for me. Like, I love listening to that shit. But you had any topics that you wanted to touch on?
I do, actually. And I want to test you like how you test me, right? So there's a question that I try to ask, and some people just don't like truth, right? What is the one harsh truth that you prefer or to ignore?
For somebody to give me? Damn. How the one harsh truth that I say it again? Prefer and the one that I ignore?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the one that I ignore is gonna be hard for me to guess to say right now. But the one that I will prefer. Hey, say the question again. What's the one? Okay, that was the one harsh truth. Yeah, cause it's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
That you prefer.
The one harsh truth that I would like for people to tell me, but it really hurts, is how I'm acting at the moment when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like when people call me out on my shit. You know what I mean? That's something that like I'm growing into. That's like
it was hard for you before.
I hate when somebody trying to tell me that I'm. What you mean?
So you very ignorant.
Yeah, like what you mean? Like it's my personal truth. Like how you telling me I'm wrong, nigga? Because it's not something where it's really basically based on you. It's something that's now you affecting the whole room. Just because of you know what I mean?
And
so
your energy and all that.
And probably something that a harsh truth that I would like really ignore type shit. And it's crazy because I come to terms with it and I know it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But death. Like anybody close to me, like I hate that shit because it's changed for me, and it's like, damn, like. I don't want to see that happen, but I know I've grown to learn that that's a part of this thing that we in right now, this simulation that we in. Well, that was good for you.
I mean, I
you was looking for something different.
Nah,
right?
yeah, because I feel like you need to like. All right, you know, that's your.
Let me hear yours.
That's mine would be the one harsh truth that I prefer someone telling me is
it's a hard question.
It is
and
a
it's
hard
crazy.
question.
Did you just think of this question?
I just thought of it.
Okay.
Because it's like I really wanted to test myself too, because it's like I never really asked myself that question.
Yeah.
What do I prefer? I mean, if I had to prefer something, someone, like I said, like your idea of, you know, what you just said about someone telling you about yourself.
Because, like, for instance, right, just for example for that.
Go ahead.
We did a showcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Half the artists didn't show up.
Right.
A couple things went wrong technically inside of it.
Okay.
So my attitude came out not fully how it usually does, because I start throwing shit, punching walls, but you saw my expression change. And everybody was asking Cole like, yo,
you good?
Notch good? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After the show, not right there where we home and shit, yo, Notch, you wrong for that, bro. Like, you ain't do nothing wrong, but niggas felt your energy, bro.
So you,
and for me, and now I'm fighting him back like, nah.
Would you feel better if he would have said it in front of everybody?
No, that's what I'm saying.
But he took you to the side, right?
This was days later. We was in the crib chilling, smoking, and he was like, "Yo, you what?" He was like, "Not what you ain't do nothing wrong. It was just like people felt your energy."
Energy, right?
And then that's where I could feel like I let the aggression out from that night in that room. You know what I'm saying? With me and him going back and forth. I'm like, yo, cause niggas not understanding what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But then it's like, yeah, nah, nigga, listen, you doing something and shit is gonna go wrong sometimes. Roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? It still takes me time. I'm like I said, I'm working on myself.
DMX. Right, okay. The harsh truth that I prefer. Let me see. I mean, telling me about myself, something, you know, that's something that I'm okay with, you know. My sex is whack, my nigga. That's a hard truth. I'll be honest with you. Everything else, I feel like I came to acceptance. You know,
and is that you? Is that you just saying that right now, or somebody has told you that?
No, nobody has told me.
All right, but that is a harsh truth.
Yeah, that's a.
Yo, tell me to work on my shit, bro.
Yeah, my nigga. Like,
tell
yo,
me don't just fake.
Why you just? I can't read your mind. You know. So, but I think that's the hard, and not just sex, just like intimacy wise.
Okay.
Connection wise.
Okay.
You know, I think that'd be the harsh.
You feel like that's something you lacking.
Yes.
And you would prefer for somebody to your partner to tell.
Yes, I prefer
that
someone
harsh
to.
truth.
Yes. And it doesn't come out.
And it is a harsh truth.
It's a harsh truth. For some, you be in a relationship and niggas don't want to talk. Like, well, it's a.
Especially if it's something that they think is like, quote unquote, wrong with you.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, we don't really want to say it. But at the same time, like you're saying, you dad have to say
that is
it.
a harsh truth, and in relationships, some people don't really talk about it. So, and some people don't want to hear about themselves either. To be honest with you, like you know, I don't tell me about myself. I woke up, nigga. I know how I am, you know. But
yeah,
people don't hear them. The people don't hear themselves when they speak.
Yeah.
Some people don't see their body language. So, I'm looking at you and I'm hearing you. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Why can't you understand that?
Yeah.
Change. Change. That's
well, you got anything else specific?
That's a truth that I prefer. Yes. Tell me about myself. You know, like to better our relationship.
Yeah.
You know, the harsh truth that I ignore. That's hard. I don't think that would be one of the ones.
I feel you.
Yeah, I don't, because
it's just something for me.
It is, because, you know, I'm gonna get on topic, but there is times where we're
gonna wrap up after this topic.
You probably did that before. You think about things, right? Think about you was a baby, a teenager. I mean, a toddler, a teenager, adult. You get old, and you're in a hospital bed. You close your eyes, it's black. That's how I think of it.
There's nothing left.
That's it.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I'm not going off of.
You did your best, kid.
There's heaven, there's this, there's that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going off.
You did your best, kid. It's done.
Got your suitcase packed. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So I rather have that mindset and keep it like that. You know? Yeah. But something that I want to ignore. I'm gonna get you back on that one. That one's a little. Yeah. Well, you know what?
We're gonna get on the IG live with that.
Yeah. That's a question that needs to be needs
to be explored more.
Definitely, because that one's a little ooh for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We about to get up out of here, man. I feel like this was a great conversation. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the show.
Hold on, wait. Stop.
All right. So
before we stop this, we didn't really touch upon homegirl with the kid. So
with me?
Yeah. Like, what was your response to that?
My response was basically like what I told you. I would like to have one, and it just hasn't happened yet. And she was just like, all right. And the conversation kept going, but we don't talk as much no more.
And why is that?
I don't know. I just guess the conversation died down. I don't think it was specific to that topic. Right. I was gonna play it, but I saw a TikTok video that was talking about that exact topic.
Right.
Okay. And it just retracted me to that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, but like I said, you a host on the show. You're part of the show. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, if you're comfortable with it, if you could pop out like we said behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? I would love to have you on the show. I'm gonna introduce you to Spliff. He also somebody that we're gonna have regularly, you know what I'm saying? And then hopefully we could get an episode with all four of us, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna start killing the content game, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
So give the people, like you did before, give them all your social medias and everything.
What's up? This is Chun Chun. You can find me at Chun Chun Chunny Art at IG. ChunChunArty. at IG, and you can find me at Chun Chun Vibe at IG.
Facts. That last piece you did was fire.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Oh, yes.
See,
I can't
we gonna
wait.
talk more on it.
Yes,
We're gonna go on IG Live. We're gonna start introducing you to the audience more and everything.
Right.
So we're gonna do IG Lives and everything like that.
All right,
All right?
cool.
So
What's up?
for Chun Chun, for Dawn Core, it's Dricanhippie, and y'all already know what we about to do. We about to get up out of here, probably smoke time real quick, man. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
follow everything Dawn Core and Dricanhippie. We be back at y'all real soon.
Out.